So, good day to you guys. What we have here is a what if zombie hunter Spider Man. It's basically Spider Man in his Avengers campus look with Doctor Strange cloak. I mean, not really, but it's close enough. It shares a certain design language from the MCU. So I got this because I think it's differentiated enough and it's kind of trippy to see, Spider Man with Doctor Strange's cloak. So that's why I got it. And What If series from Hot Toys, they share a design language. So I'm glad that there's a What If series. Uh, I'm not really this is my first and only What If series. I'm still thinking whether I'm gonna get the Hydra Stomper. So that's it. It's a small box. I don't know if I'm gonna commit to this line. So taking it off, well, the light's reflecting it, and we have Zombie Hunter Spider-Man. So he is not as muscular as the video game Spider-Man. I mean, based on the preview. But you know what? Let's stop with the preview and just open the damn thing, right? So I hope you would like these recorded versions of my basically still my live unboxings without me replying to the comments. So this would go on a bit faster. It's still basically live as live can get. I got this second hand from a guy, but I don't remember if it's brand new or something. This has been with me for a while now. So the box is small, so that's all good, right? And based on the preview, this is basically still a Spider-Man figure. It only comes with one tray. So this figure isn't really a big hit just because of that fact, but well, it looks brand new. Because of that fact, it doesn't look this wasn't really popular. So first things first, touching the Doctor Strange cape, it's very differentiated from the Doctor Strange Endgame cape. The texture feels different. The color is different. It has more of the animation thing going on with it. So it's more of an homage to the animated show. Even the Spider-Man figure himself, it doesn't give me the vibes of the PS4. It's very animated. The texture of the suit is very different from the PS4 versions. So even though this looks very close to the other Spider-Man, this pretty much is still a different outing. This is an MCU animated Spider-Man. So there's that, because if you basically take off the cloak, he is just normal Spider-Man. Even the accessories are normal Spider-Man. So that's a bit weird. I wish it came off with a head sculpt with, Peter Parker with a Tom Holland, Peter Parker with a Doctor Strange mustache or something. That would be a trip. So I wish they'd do more with the What If line, like they'd come up with Thor, because I really love Thor in What If, man. Thanks to the power of editing, you won't have to see me cut through and blabber on with those things. So we have here the Spider-Man figure without all the stuff already. So the cloak is easily detachable. There's a magnet in there. So it still works like the typical Doctor Strange cloak. So let's stand him up a bit. There. And height-wise, he reminds me a lot of PS4 Spider-Man, but size-wise, he reminds me of Tom Holland Spider-Man. So let's do that. Editing powers. There. So height-wise, check it out. He is as tall as the PS4 Spider-Man. So let's do another editing magic. There. Size-wise, I mean body type-wise, he looks a lot like the Tom Holland Spider-Man. He's not as tall. It's not obvious. Yeah, he's not as tall really. He's a few inches short. I just can see. It doesn't just show very well with this camera angle, but he's not as tall. So there you go. That's what he looks like when he measures up to the other spider people. Okay, so now let us check out his other accessories. He comes with one tray, no backdrops or anything. Typical Spider-Man web array, which I won't even take out of the box anymore because I'm tired of them. Same thing as this. I have so many Spider-Man, so you know what, these things are staying inside the box. And typical Spider-Man hands, which you can mix, mix in your display, in your storage area if you're not careful. So these are staying. I'm just gonna get the Doctor Strange hands to pose it with, but for the most part these are staying. I mean, this Spider-Man isn't even supposed to be web slinging. He's flying already, man. So I don't know why he still has like web crawling hands or something. He's Doctor Strange now, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, if you were to pick, if you're gonna get the powers of both, which ones are you gonna use the most? I bet you it's gonna be Doctor Strange. So as for the eyes, he has these are the biggest eyes, the slightly squinted eyes, and the smaller eyes. Still, I'm not gonna take it out. I don't find myself using them. So maybe I'll get the slightly squinted eyes so that he would have that sage look. So let's try putting it on. Still, nothing has changed with the way you take off the Spider-Man eyes. It's still the same. Although, there's one thing I'd like you to notice though. I hope it would focus or it would show on this camera. See the honeycomb pattern, the eyes? Those weren't there before, the other Spider-Man. At least I don't notice it as much. These ones, I notice it as when I check out the eyes, when I took a closer look. So that's something to notice, because without this Doctor Strange cloak, he is Spider-Man. He's Avengers Campus Spider-Man for all you care, right? So if you really like that Spider-Man, you can have a churro 3D printed. You could almost fool people that you have the ultra rare and expensive Avengers Campus Spider-Man. Although, of course, the web patterns are very different, and that Avengers are slightly different, with that Avengers Campus Spider-Man. So as for you to take off these eyes, just push back here so that this will pop off. So yeah, forgive the guy screaming. He's making his way across the world selling soft tofu, sweetened soft tofu. I wonder if you have that in your country. If you don't have that, try that in my country. They call it taho. So you go, can I have taho, please? Just be careful of your stomachs though. You might get diarrhea or something. Okay, so that one got out in a weird way. So it's hard to see the difference, with the slightly squinted and the full eyes. So that's always been my problem with the eyes, man. They still look the same even after you change it. So okay, let's change this. I know I would need pliers, but I'm gonna monkey man, like just squeeze it. For the most part though, you're gonna need pliers, because those things, they really stay there, man. They really stick. So let's just do the basic Doctor Strange pose, hand gesture, which are also the normal Spider-Man gesture. These are the web gestures, right? That can be substituted for being the Doctor Strange gesture. So let's just try if he can come off. Yeah, so I know this is recorded, but still I'm doing my live stream shenanigans here. Okay, this wrecked my fingernails, man. This is really tough. Okay. Don't try this at home. It's gonna wreck your fingernails as it did mine. So gonna do some editing magic to where I'm actually using the long nose pliers. Okay, stick it in like this. You don't want to damage it as much as possible, and give a slight pull. See, without the effort and without the broken fingernails, man. So be smart, don't do what I did. But where's the fun in my reviews if I don't do things like that every now and then, right? Okay, so let's give him a bit of a articulation. Is that a convincing Doctor Strange pose? See, he looks silly without the cape on. He's doing like some weird unknown oriental martial art. But with the Doctor Strange cape on, he looks more legit, right? Yeah, he looks more legit. Let's do the legs crossed Doctor Strange pose. Okay, be careful. I'm just being totally careless with this because, you know, what the hell. So yeah, it's not very good, but you know, it's there. It's there. It's not as good as Doctor Strange, but you know, it's there, okay? So since we're on that post, you know, let's get the stand, the what if stand, which I like how colorful and animated it is. So I like this, man. I like the stand. And scissors, of course. And let us install the waist grabber. I like the brand new waist grabbers. There. Still tough, still hard, but at least this one came with the right size, so it doesn't destroy the stand, because the ones that I got before were the wrong sizes because they're used figures. So that's how they ended up destroying the stand. So again, the problem with this kind of stands is the cape hump. So this, I set this a little taller because I want him floating in the air. So this one doesn't have much of a cape hump, but it has that problem. Okay, so that might be how I will pose it. It's really high up in the pole. Yeah, so if you're gonna pose it normally, it's going to have the cape hump. But if you're gonna pose it like this, you know, it's all good. So having said that, this is how I'm gonna pose my Spider-Man in my Spider-Verse collection. That's the reason why I got it. The what if Spider-Man making his way to the Spider-Verse world. So that is pretty cool. So having said that, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope you like this new format, and I hope that you will check it out again. Okay, give me your comments whether you like it the live stream or you like it like this. Have a nice day, guys.